Robert Sugden is left unconscious in Emmerdale next week after being struck by a runaway farm vehicle, but newcomer Serena comes to his rescue, leaving Aaron Dingle convinced something is not right. Serena has already raised Aaron's suspicions by persistently asking questions about his late ex-husband John, and next week her hidden past is finally exposed to the family in a revelation that leaves everyone stunned. Robert's accident only adds to the doubts surrounding Serena, an Emmerdale insider explains. The last long-lost member of the Sugden family, who arrived in the village, had a disturbing pattern of putting lives at risk before becoming the hero. The experience has left Aaron terrified that history could repeat itself, especially because Serena seems so fixated on John. After pushing Aaron with one question too many and making him uneasy in his own home, Serena quickly hides the research she has been carrying out on her laptop when Robert and Vanessa Woodfield appear. Later, Vanessa tells Moira Dingle that Serena questioned her about Nate's murder, prompting Moira to fear that Serena could eventually uncover the complete truth about what happened to John. At Wishingwell, Moira advises Robert to be careful around the inquisitive newcomer. Although Robert has warmed to his distant cousin, Moira believes Serena's curiosity is driven by something more than innocent interest and urges him to keep Victoria's involvement in John's death hidden. However, everything changes when Kev Townsend reveals that he has finally remembered where he recognizes Serena from. Serena's secret completely shifts the atmosphere at Emmerdale Farm, the insider teases. We can't reveal what she's concealing, but the truth has the potential to divide the family. Aaron refuses to let someone with hidden intentions become part of their lives, but the question is whether Robert will take his fiancée's concerns seriously. As tensions continue to build around the farm, Robert is struck by a runaway trailer while out walking and loses consciousness. Serena is nearby when the accident happens and brings him inside to examine his injuries. But when Aaron discovers she appeared at exactly the right moment, he becomes even more suspicious. After everything that happened with John, Aaron isn't ignoring the warning signs anymore, the source continues. Robert may be willing to give his cousin the benefit of the doubt, but Aaron doesn't trust Serena at all. Even if she's family, he'll be watching her every move. Determined to uncover the truth, Aaron teams up with Chas to keep Serena under close observation. Their investigation soon uncovers something she has been hiding from everyone, leaving them completely shocked. What secret is Serena keeping from Aaron and Robert? And how will they respond when the truth finally comes to light? There are dramatic moments ahead in Emmerdale next week, as Vanessa Woodfield and Chas Dingle both learn life-changing information involving the people closest to them. For Vanessa, the shock begins when detectives arrive and ask for her assistance with an ongoing investigation. The local vet is stunned after D.S. Reed informs her that a serious accusation has been made against Dr. Caitlin Todd and explains that, because of their previous relationship, she may be able to help with inquiries. Vanessa is left completely baffled because she has no idea what Dr. Todd has been accused of, our insider explains. She desperately wants to know what's going on, and her concern grows even further when Mac phones in a panic while searching for Charity. Unknown to everyone else, Charity is attending a support group for rape survivors in an effort to cope with the trauma she has experienced. At the same time, she is struggling to deal with Chas, who has just discovered that Mackenzie Boyd is aware Ross is the biological father of baby Layla. Determined to stop the truth from reaching Sarah Sugden, Chas agrees to help Charity keep the family secret hidden. While the two women discuss how best to protect those around them, Charity's eldest son, Noah, is seriously thinking about starting a new life overseas. Noah has absolutely no idea about everything his mother is facing, or that a devastating secret could soon tear the family apart, our source says. If he does decide to move abroad, he may end up being the one person safely out of the fallout that's heading their way. Viewers will have to keep watching to see whether Vanessa becomes a key figure in the unfolding Dr. Todd storyline. A recent flash-forward scene left fans stunned after revealing Dr. Todd's lifeless body, confirming that the villain will eventually face a dramatic downfall. The soap has not yet revealed exactly when Dr. Todd will leave the village or how she dies, but many viewers already believe foul play is involved. Could someone in the village decide to take revenge into their own hands? Mackenzie Boyd faces another emotional week in Emmerdale after Charity's devastating confession pushes him to breaking point and sparks a dangerous confrontation with Ross Barton. Speaking in an interview with Manchester Evening News, Lawrence Robb discussed Mac's emotional turmoil, the dramatic clash with Ross, and the lasting impact of what follows. The drama begins when Mac asks Ross to help him with work on the farm. Although everything appears normal at first, Ross senses that Mac is hiding something and cautiously checks whether there are any problems between them. Mac insists everything is fine, and the pair continue with the job. As they unload bags from a trailer, however, Mac's bottled-up anger becomes increasingly difficult to contain. Their disagreement soon escalates into a physical struggle on the barn's mezzanine, ending with Ross being shoved over the edge. It's an enormous amount for Mac to process, Lawrence explained. He's dealing with Ross's betrayal, but he's also trying to come to terms with everything Charity has suffered because of Dr. Todd. He is completely heartbroken. The revelation about Layla's true parentage has devastated him, but he's also deeply upset, knowing Charity endured such a traumatic ordeal while carrying this secret for so long. Most of all, he's filled with rage towards Dr. Todd. Although Mac and Ross have often had a complicated relationship, there were signs they were finally building a genuine friendship before everything fell apart. Lawrence said Mac feels especially hurt by Ross because he believed they had become close. Learning that Ross already knew the truth about Layla leaves Mac feeling deceived. While he can understand why Charity kept the secret because of his love for her, accepting Ross's silence is far more difficult. He added that Mac's anger is aimed more at Ross's dishonesty than the affair itself, especially considering Mac has made similar mistakes in his own past. Instead, the biggest issue is discovering the truth about Layla's biological father. Discussing the violent confrontation, Lawrence described it as an emotional situation that quickly spirals out of control. Mac simply wants honest answers from Ross, and the fight is driven by emotion rather than any planned attempt to harm him. Whether Ross survives the fall without serious injuries remains to be seen, but Lawrence hinted that the emotional consequences will continue long after the incident. He suggested that the story raises an important question about whether true forgiveness is possible after such a deep betrayal. Looking ahead to Mac and Charity's future together, Lawrence believes they may be trying to repair their relationship without properly dealing with everything that has happened. He explained that Mac is forced into protecting Charity almost immediately, leaving him little opportunity to process his own emotions. Those unresolved feelings could easily resurface later. Lawrence also pointed out that Sarah and Jacob are still unaware of the truth surrounding Layla, meaning the secret cannot stay hidden forever. Exactly when the revelation happens and the damage it causes will ultimately depend on how the writers choose to develop the storyline. Emmerdale airs on ITV1 every weeknight at 8 p.m. Episodes are also available to stream from 7 a.m. on ITVX and YouTube.